How's my signal? Seemed like it got a little weak there. Hope kids are doing okay. Good morning from Laredo, Texas. It is, I think, like 80 degrees or something like that. Deal with it. My truck has been fixed. I was able to sleep all night with my air conditioner on. Have my air conditioner on there. Breaker one night, got my air conditioning on. Got my APU. Got my APU running over there. Just over there, just running. Better go catch it. Is your APU running? You better go catch it. APU is running. I need air conditioning at all times, forever. It is my punishment for being a white cisgendered male. Speaking of cisgendered, SST with my favorite avatar, Sam Bankman Tyrannus, saying "Oy vey." Oh, are you trying to communicate that you're I don't know, one of the people? Huh? Are you one of the people? One of the chosen one? It's a little early for me to lay into controversy, so let's chill a little bit. Below the woods saying "wazah," and also tuna. So I have uh, what do I have? Oh, I had breakfast this morning, and I've got food reserves on the truck. I'm a good truck driver, but I wanted to show you. Let me distract you just for a second, uh, so I can get what I'm looking for. You kids know how it goes around here. I distract you all the time. 40 seconds. All right. So, title of the show is tuna. Because for breakfast, I um I keep fish related products on my vehicle at all times. Looks like the camera's crooked. Is it crooked? I think I'm. Here we go. I think it's okay. Deal with it, right? That's what we're doing today. We're just dealing with things. Anyway, so in my perusing of Walmart, my weekly Walmart trip, I get these little tunas, these little tuna things, right? And they come in like all sorts of cool little flavors, right? We got we got chicken of the sea. This one's Old Bay, right? Which we love Old Bay, and it's only lightly seasoned, and 14 grams of protein there. And then everybody likes their teriyaki, right? Right there, you know, Teriyaki's good. This one's Bumblebee, and then let me know if I've got audio, by the way. Uh, and this one's become my favorite, roasted garlic and herb. So, um, since I'm 3 times the size of a normal human being, I usually eat 3 of these at a time. I'm not fat, I'm prosperous. And I enjoy these. I enjoy any food that doesn't turn into um, aggravated splash shits. Rooster tail diarrhea. If I get solid results from the stuff I eat, I'm a happy boy. And So yeah, I usually have solid results with these. But I was eating it this morning, and I can tell when something gets a hold of me. To be exact, I can tell when something has sugar in it because it triggers my addiction. Like I don't want to eat just one. I want to collect them all. Couldn't figure it out, right? And after I was done eating, I took a look, took a gander at the ingredients, right? And let's start with my favorite. I know I told you the garlic was my favorite, but I lied. I like the Old Bay one. I'm in the South. We're in Laredo, Texas. Is Laredo, Texas considered the South? No, it's Texas. Texas is a whole nother planet. Um, the ingredients on this one, Old Bay. Actually, let's do the nutrition facts first. For, serving size is one packet, one container, right? So you get yourself 80 calories. Saturated fats 0, total fats 1%. It's tuna, you know, and it's safe tuna too. It's oh, we don't say safe tuna on there. I might have been eating a dolphin. Oh, here it is. It says sustainable, so it's probably farm raised. I hope there was no dolphins in this one or sea urchins. It's not good to eat sea urchins. Cholesterol is 15 milligrams. Sodium, it's fish. It's going to be high, 380 milligrams. Total carbohydrates, 5 grams, which is weird. There shouldn't be carbs in tuna. Maybe it's the seasoning. Um, nobody says that the audio is good, but somebody can listen. Somebody's listening. Dietary fiber, 0. Total sugars, 3 grams. There's sugar in this. Where is it specifically? I'll tell you in a second. 14 grams of protein. So, you know, I eat 3 of this and whatever 80 times 3 is. Why am I forcing myself to math? 80, 160, what, 230? 230 calories if I eat 3 of these? Don't ask me to math. Best if used by January 29th of 2028. Oh, look, it says dolphin safe. Damn it. I really wanted dolphin in my mouth, in my gullet. It is wild caught, high in protein. Mermaid approved. There's no mermaids in it either. See, it says right there. No mermaids. But let's look at that ingredient list. Here we'll find a problem. Ingredients: light tuna, water, onion, sugar. Mustard flour contains 2% or less of following herbs and spices, including celery, yellow mustard, vinegar, water, mustard, sea salt, turmeric, paprika, spice, natural flavor, garlic powder, egg whites. There's egg whites in here, yet the expiration is what, 2 years from now? 3 years? Lemon juice concentrate, garlic powder, onion powder, salt, soy sauce, citric acid, natural flavor, paprika, xanthan gum, contains tuna, soy, wheat, egg. Interesting mix of ingredients. Let's look at this other one, huh? Teriyaki. Teriyaki. It's hard to find anything teriyaki that ain't got a lot of sugar in it. Cholesterol 30%, sodium 540 milligrams, a lot of sodium. It's got some dietary fiber in it, 6 grams of carbohydrates, 6 grams of sugar, including 4 grams of added sugars for the teriyaki. Does it say dolphin safe? This one don't. I might have finally got me a dolphin. It says wild caught, high protein. And it's got the little certification that it's if you want to look up where my tuna came from, go to that website right there. That is tracemycatch.com. If I had my computer up and running, we do that. Anyway, ingredient list. You're going to be surprised. Ingredients: light tuna, sugar, second ingredient, green onion, soy sauce, which includes water, salt, soybean, wheat, rice, alcohol, rice, alcohol, water, 2% or less, or of rice vinegar, sesame seeds, yeast extract, xanthan gum, maltodextrin. Maltodextrin is a sugar. It helps. It's a binder in products. Garlic juice concentrate. Juice concentrate. What kind of juice? We don't just go to a juice tree and get juice, right? Salt contains sesame, soy, wheat, and tuna. So, those of you with dietary restrictions, no sugar. Uh, what's that one where you can't have wheat or bread? Is it GERD? Like something like this, you think it's innocent. It's in a package. It's cheaper than it is in a can. I don't know. The next one is roasted garlic and herb. 16 grams grains of friggin' protein. Let's see. Total fat 1%. Saturated fat is 3%. Wonder why garlic roasted and herb has more than the others. Cholesterol 20%. Sodium 280%. Total carbohydrates. I'm waiting for dispatch to throw me a load, so if they do, I'm just going to abandon you. Dietary sugar is 1 gram. Or total sugars is 1 gram. Dietary fiber is 0 grams. So if you're trying to avoid the sugars, this is the one to get right there, right? Oh, that's kind of weird. It says best by August 2027. Product of Thailand. Thailand's a cool country. Just watch out for the girls there. They might poke at you. Ingredients: light tuna. Huh? You kids like your light tuna. Water, onion, 2% or less of sugar. Oh, you ain't getting away from sugar. It's processed foods. You ain't getting away from sugar. Dried basil. Basil was a character on Fawlty Towers. Do you know who played Basil? Modified cornstarch. There's your carbohydrates. Yeast extract. Maltodextrin. There's your sugar. Onion juice concentrate. Natural flavors. Contains tuna. Contains tuna. You would hope. I don't know. Bumblebee Seafoods, based in San Diego, California. So a few of these were my breakfast this morning. I don't like keeping food on the truck for too long. It looks like I got some text messages. Hold on, everything's fine. Okay, we're good. So yeah, that's my emergency food on the truck. Tuna. Let's get to some comments and observations from the road. You kids like that, right? I haven't been on the road. I've been stuck here since Saturday at 1400. I am going to be gandering at the computer, hoping and praying. See, I was here to get the truck fixed, which got fixed at 11 o'clock last night. And I went to bed like a good boy after editing some video. And I'm noticing the same 6 people walking around doing their laundry, grabbing showers. Like, I'm stuck here for a valid reason. They got to work on the truck. And I see everyone around me with good working trucks just kind of sitting on their hands. So I think I might be stuck here. I am now a resident of Laredo, Texas. Observations from the road. I haven't been to Texas in a while. Specifically Laredo, Texas. I was looking up through my Google photos, and the last time I was here was 2016. Um, I believe I picked up a load of John Deere tractors and brought them to Oklahoma. It was a good paying trip, which is very surprising, especially coming out of Laredo, Texas. I remember it was a good paying trip, but I can't tell you exactly what it was. Listen, we just go through life hoping for good. It ain't got to be the best, it ain't got to be the worst. Let's just stick to good, for Christ's sake. And not much has changed down here. It's still hot. It's still smelly, and it's weird. Anywhere you stand in Laredo, if the wind shifts, it smells like a landfill. I don't know what it is. This is tough country, so I assume there's a bunch of dead bodies in the desert and stuff. But traffic is crap, and you kind of just got to put up with it. You have to drive very aggressively here. Well, like yesterday, I had a dude. He didn't even look at his mirror. He just come over in front of me, and I had to slam on my brakes. He was a day cab driver in a Volvo, and I needed to merge over to the right anyway, so I went ahead and took it. Got up next to him, stopped, and just stared at him. And he was sitting there, foot on the dashboard and cell phone in the other hand. I just stared at him. He was like, "Got to have your cop glasses though. When you stare at somebody, you're just going to be like, there you go." Intimidation factor. Um. So yeah, traffic's crap out here. You got to drive so aggressive, and it was hard yesterday because I had a load of it was like liquid polymer or something like that. I got to use my tanker endorsement finally, right? And that trailer's sloshing around, and it trips up these automated transmissions with the slop, with the splash, and the truck would fall on its face instead of shifting properly. It was funny. Um, but yeah, it's just Laredo hasn't really changed much. There's a lot more warehousing. There's a lot more shippers, freight forwarders, and stuff like that. Um, I was half tempted to drive by CR England just see how that changed. I used to love that hub. They used to have a bobtail there, 3-axle bob or single cab, day cab, and we would get trapped in Laredo. Sometimes it's hard getting loads out of here, but they had this day cab that didn't have driver's logs. It was like the local runner truck, and for $60, you could drive that truck and make local deliveries. So I used to do that, make some extra money. Company I'm with right now, they don't do that. The yard that I'm in is kind of a storage yard for all their new trailers. There are so many new trailers here, but I guess they're having registration issues or something because they're just sitting. There's a lot of trailers sitting. That's a lot of money to just have on the ground catching heat. But I mean, it's good to see new equipment, but it doesn't seem to be making out into the fleet. I did haul the trailer I brought down here was brand new. Uh, it had been on the road since September, and it's what, October right now. Yeah, so it was kind of nice to have a new trailer. I've only towed maybe 2 new trailers the whole time I've been here. I've been here 3 months now. Yeah. Yeah, somebody high up in the company called me on Friday, thanked me for my service. They're like, "Hey, congratulations on being with us for 3 months. Is there anything you want to talk about?" Yeah, yeah, and I don't hold back. Um, the truck that I am driving, that's why you won't see it on the channel, has been through the ringer. I think it's been rolled over before. The fenders are torn up, the fairings are missing. She's an ugly, ugly, ugly girl, and I'm embarrassed. I've always kept up good equipment, so I don't know. I tell everyone I can, it's like, hey, give me something a little bit nicer, please. But my business right now is to just be a truck driver, not, be a company representative or anything like that. I am merely a meat robot fueled by tuna, 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 tuna. And yeah, so everything's going all right, sort of. Actually, nothing's going all right. I'm trapped. I want out of here. I'm getting stir crazy. I'm getting stir crazy. Let's read some comments. That's what the kids pay me for. Observations from the road. Everything sucks. Quit watching the news. We're all gonna die. There you go. Don't wash your feet in the sink. Oh, good thing I let the comment section cook because I got a lot to read. Starting with Bull of the Woods saying, tuna. Well, yeah, Sasquatch loves tuna. Does Sasquatch eat tuna? Because tuna don't swim up the Cascade River, right? Is there tuna in Oregon? Off the coast. I wonder if Sasquatch goes fishing. Chasing Ghost. Tara's in the house saying, hello, my signal sucks. Waiting for bills at Dow Chemicals. Oh, barf. I think you got rolling at midnight. Remember you saying something about that? Sam Bankman Tyrannus. They're only 88 to $1.29 a piece. That and cans of sardines. Yeah, I got some sardines too. And I've got, well, here you go right there. SST saying free mustard and mayo packets also. Yeah, I'm that guy that lines my packets with Taco Bell sauces and stuff like that. You know, it's been a while. That's an incorrect statement. But being live, being being back in the truck, I'm surprised that Wendy's still has their plastic utensils out. Those are by far the best utensils you'll find out here. So anytime you go to a Wendy's, grab a handful of each, line your pockets with the utensils. That way you don't have to buy them. I'm surprised they still have them. But yeah, free mustard and mayo packets everywhere, every gas station, right? SST, mustard for the sardines, not the tuna. Agreed. Yeah. SST stands chicken over the sea. SST saying sometimes I use the fat-free ranch dressing instead of mayo if I'm feeling frisky. Fat-free. I wish. It's still got plastics and fillers in it. I've got the bacon ranch right now, ranch with bacon in it. It's just got some bacon bits in it. So when you go to squeeze the bottle, it clogs because the bacon chunks. I use it sparingly. I'm hopelessly addicted to so many things. Oh my God, I'm totally going to die. SST, truckers eating cat food in 2025. That was one of my favorite sketches on who played Terry on Reno 911. I can't remember the comedian's name. Oh, that's going to drive me nuts. Anyway, he had a sketch show on Comedy Central for a little bit. And two of my favorite sketches was One of them was an HR director at a donkey sex show in Tijuana. Could you imagine having to implement sexual harassment laws in a donkey sex show? And his other one was old people eating cat food because they can't afford real food. And yeah, well, truckers can do it now. I'm eating cat food, dude. Cats would be so happy eating what I eat. Be a fat cat, I tell you that. SST saying Sterling is a tuna rookie. I'd buy the entire box of 24 packets. Who says that? Who says I didn't? Listen, that was just the tip of the tuna iceberg that I showed you. This truck, I have to push my food supply closer to the front axle so the rears don't get overweight. SST saying the Old Bay flavored ones taste like ass. Well, maybe I like ass. You ever thought of that? You're not making fun of me. You're just making a statement. SST, I remember the days when I could afford solid white albacore. Oh yeah, yeah, that's like $2.25 a can nowadays, right? It's pretty expensive. Buck Brown saying I've been stuck in upstate South Crackalacky since Saturday as well. You're not stuck though. You are working very extremely incredibly hard, Buck. You're not stuck, my friend. You're doing a very very important mission, and you've got help and you've got people around you that love you. Um, yeah, you're not stuck, my friend. I would trade you. I really would. Bull of the Woods. Y'all have a yard in Laredo? Yeah, we do. Crazy, huh? Joe Little saying Kyle Dunnigan. No, which I absolutely love Kyle Dunnigan. One of the greatest comedians that we've got right now. His impersonations of Bill Maher and he's a funny dude. Love Kyle Dunnigan. No, it's God damn it. He played Terry, and I know why you confused him with Kyle Dunnigan. He played Terry on Reno 911, who was this flamboyant roller skating waitress waiter at Tacos, which was filmed in San Fernando, California. All the cut scenes on Reno 911 were filmed in Reno, but the majority of the show was filmed in San Fernando, California, which I'm familiar with because I grew up in Southern California. Oh, I can't remember the dude's name. Chasing Ghost says cat food is expensive. See, fellow truck driver, she would know that answer because we've all looked at that cat food. We've all looked at the frisky feast, been like, huh, that looks savory. That looks scrumptious. My cat loves it. There's nothing that will piss you off more in the world than a cat that won't eat its wet food. It's like, for Christ's sake, I opened the can, I almost threw up. I set it down on the table or set it down in your dish, and you refuse to eat it. And it's stinking up the house worse than your litter box. Cats are assholes. SST saying stuck like Buck. No, Buck's helping his mom move. They're gutting the house, and she's going to be moving down to Georgia. So he's working his ass off, going through memories and a whole bunch of other stuff. And listen, what he's doing is not fun. I'll tell you that. But at least he's around family and loved ones. And, like I said, I wish I was there to help. I also wish I was there to help Key Fob and Brainy Chameleon. They're building their homestead, and they're getting ready to put down electricity and get their well running and sewage and a whole bunch of other crap. So I wish I could be there to help, but I can't. I got to be out here making money. We got the Forgotten Angels camp out coming up. www.forgottenangelsflorida.org. Camp out is coming soon, October 23rd through the 26th. Yes, coming up very soon. So it's important for me to make a couple good paychecks before I wind up there. And man, it's just tough. That's the trucking industry for you. I get minimum pay no matter what, but I'd like to get a couple few extra $100 rather than just minimum pay. If I'm a good boy, I bring home about 1,800, which is nice. I don't have much for rent or anything like that. I'm trying to restore my life. This last week, I paid way too much in bills, trying to pay down credit cards and stuff like that. I screwed myself hardcore. So I'm counting the hours until my next paycheck. And I've got all this time to count. Watching the computer. Just please give me a load. I want a load in my truck. I'm tired of laying down waiting for a load. Buck Brown says, "Yeah, stuck. You're not stuck, my friend. You're hanging out with mama. You got your girl by your side." SST says cat food cans are legit more expensive than tuna pouches. Really? Anyone have a cat food can nearby? Let me know if it's got sugar in it. I might have to start eating cat food. Let me know if it's got maltodextrin and and sugar. Oh my god. I played a prank on my sister once when I was a kid. Wasn't much of a kid. I was a teen. I was like 13 or 14 years old. And I took a shit in litter box. And it wasn't it was a calculated shit somehow. It wasn't too big that it looked human, and it wasn't, so it looks small enough to be like a giant cat turd. The first time I did it, she didn't notice. Second time I did it, it was a human size. I remember she went to clean the litter box. She was like, "Oh my god!" Oh, if I didn't laugh my ass off when she said that, I probably could have gotten away with it. But yeah, she looked at that cat like something was wrong. Something was terribly wrong with that cat. Kind of cat you don't want to hold up to a fan because it would whistle. It would sound like one of those bottles that the Hicks use. Whoo, 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 whoo. Chasing Ghost saying 4 minutes. Log says I can go in 4 minutes. Lucky you. Jeez. Over there bragging about your trucking. Don't you know some of us are suffering out here? Why you gotta brag? Terrible. Countdown begins. Yeah, that last 4 minutes before it says you can get some drive time. It's when truck drivers are the most anxious. It's only happened a few times in my career, but I've rolled before, a minute before my 10 was reset and lost my hours. Oh, Qualcomm. That'll screw you up. Let's see. Chasing Ghost saying dog food is better. Get uh, the Benefold brand with veggies. Looks like roast at the Flying J. Yeah, it looks like Dinty Moore, right? Looks like Dinty Moore. That's something I haven't had in a while. I don't have any way to cook food on the truck. Chasing Ghost is down to a minute. Um, I don't have any way to cook on the truck right now, so I want to get a crock pot, and then that way I could just get a roast and some broth and just let it cook all day. Because I get cravings for warm food more than anything else. What kills me at the truck stops is, yeah, you get stopped, you get your fuel, you run in to use the restroom, and then as you're walking out, you're like frolicking among the candy and the chips and all the goodies and the goodness. Bad. Everything there is bad. And then you walk by the roller dogs and you see the tornadoes, you see the hot dogs. Surprisingly, they don't have a lot of hot dogs out. I don't know if it's just the crazy hours that I run, but I haven't had the chance to have a hot dog at a truck stop in quite a while. I don't like hot dogs. Little tube steak for your face. And yeah, that craving for warm food gets me every time. I'll start walking out of the truck stop and I was like, hey, they got a burrito. There's a red chili hot burrito right there. It's in plastic. And yeah, I'll buy it. I'll buy it. And then last month it was driver appreciation at Pilot Flying J, so we were getting free drinks all the time. I totally destroyed my diet the last couple weeks. It's it's gotten to me. I'm drinking a lot more water. I'm trying to flush all this crap out. I'm not taking the metformin or anything like that. I'm just trying to fight this out tooth and nail without resorting to medications and stuff like that, which is tough to do, especially when you don't have a means of cooking on the truck. But I think getting a crock pot would be a good start. That way I could per se get some canned chili, dump a couple cans of chili in a crock pot and let it cook all day. That would be a good dinner or breakfast or whatever. Um, and I've been good on a diet before. It's just I wish I've been good on a diet, and at the time I thought I had somebody that could join me on the diet, and it worked for a little bit, but then outside influences screwed me up and I gave up. Right now I don't have outside influences, so I should be able to just stick to a diet and it'll be fine. There's nobody with me. There's nobody to help me. There's nobody to thwart me. Listen, that if there's fast food wrappers here in the truck, it's my own damn fault. It's not somebody else's. By all means, I could live in a sterile environment as far as the nummies and let's just not put candy on the truck, right? Let's stick to eating good, which is hard to do, very hard to do. So I should have the discipline to just get back on my diet. Come on now, quit engorging. But it's tough to do when you're alone. I grew up in a family where food is love. I think a lot of you as well. You know, Tyke's Trucking, good seeing here. Saying oi oi from La Shuttle under the English Channel. Are you going to France or are you coming back? Are you in the channel, the Channel Tunnel? It's amazing that they have a friggin' tunnel. That's got to be cool. Carney's Ride, good to see you. You showed up on my live stream I did last night. Thank you, sir. It was nice to see you. I was trying out some audio and a couple other things. Thank you for your help last night. I checked my audio. It was okay. It was a little poppy. I can't figure out where the pops are coming from. SST saying I turn tricks for hot meals at the truck stop. Nice. Nice. For a little bit, I was eating at Denny's at least twice a week, maybe twice a week. Their food is such junk there. Don't get their sirloin steak. It's all food glue. It's all processed. It's disgusting. I even took pictures of it. I was going to put a review for the restaurant and say, they need to step up their game and quit using processed meat, shaped patties, mechanically separated meat, and food glue. It's not a sirloin steak, it's filler. But yeah, coming up here in 15 minutes or so, Moto Bomb and Sick Bastard are doing their coffee, the Duct Tape Community Coffee Show. And I invite you kids to go on over there and try it out. I can't do a redirect because I'm on my phone right now. Be sure to check them out. I might pop up in the comments, but like I said, I'm waiting for a load, and I'm starting to get nervous. Tyke truck and going to France, driving to Enschede, and Shade, and Shade, and Sheed, and Sheed, Holland, and Sheed, and Sheede, Holland. How would you pronounce that? Holland and Shad. We'll be there tomorrow morning. Good times. How many miles is that trip? How many miles you getting? Wait for Tykes to answer. I'm a huge fan of these Arizona green tea honey things, but come to find out, they got so much sugar. So much sugar. I can't get away from sugar. So this is a backup plan if I get thirsty here in the next hour or two. I'm out of water on the truck. I really need to go shopping. But let's see. Tyke truck and saying you pronounced it right. Okay. So Ed Shad. SST saying kilometers. Kilometers. Yeah, does he get paid in kilometers or miles? What's he get paid in Tyke truck? Are you mileage? Are you paid by distance? Or are you paid by time? Or are you paid by percentage? It's the three ways to get paid in trucking. You're either hourly, mileage, or a percentage of a load. Yeps a doodles. Wait for Tyke to answer there. Got 7 people watching. Thanks for stopping by, saying hi. Welcome to the Church of Wheel. We just hang out, talk about trucking and stuff. And I'm waking up. Saw the sunrise outside the windshield here. It's starting to brighten up on us a little bit. Hoping for a bright day, a better day. I'm hoping for a day. I'm hoping for anything. Just give me something. Oh, she's only 17 years old. Leave her alone, they said. I'm gonna have to check in here with dispatch. Tyke Truckin said it's a 570-mile trip. In Europe, can you do that in one day? 570 here in the States is doable consistently, even when you factor in mountains and traffic and getting lost and all sorts of other crap that we put up with. A 570-mile day is all right. As a matter of fact, when I used to run between Portland, Oregon, and Reno, Nevada, that was a 570-mile trip every day, back and forth. I went up with a loaded trailer, came back with an empty every day, 6 days a week, 4 days a week, or 6 days a week. I can't tell you if I miss those days because it would mean I don't. It would mean that I regret where I'm at right now, where I kind of don't. I don't regret where I'm at. It's I struggle with being alone. And the biggest reason I left Nevada is my parents' grave is there, and I wound up visiting it too much. A lot of memories in Nevada, and I think leaving it altogether is going to help me in the future. Um, so yeah, that's why I'm on the other side of the country. Start a new life. 45 years old. You don't have to die. All right. Salty Baja. Good morning, all you degenerates and gentlemen, few ladies, and of course Sterling, whatever the hell he identifies as today. Today I am a flower. I'm a dainty fucking flower. That's what I identify as today. Sorry for cussing, Mom, if you're listening. Plug your ears. Yeah, I identify as a dainty flower. I'm a dainty Texas flower right now. San Antonio Rose is one of my favorite country songs, especially when Patsy Cline sings it. And I'm in Laredo, Texas. There ain't too many flowers down here. There's flowery like substances in some of these trailers I'm looking at. I can tell you that. Maybe in some fuel tanks. You know, you got some cocaine. You got some Nicaraguan bam bam. This is border country. The first time I came to Laredo, Texas, I was with CR England, and 3 days before the cartel uh, hung a bunch of guys off the bridge, off the Bob Bullock Bridge here in Laredo, Texas. I was a week after that happened. I came down here for the first time. It was one of those slow news cycles. You know, there wasn't much going on in the Middle East, so they're like, well, let's look at Texas. Yeah, the cartel had hung a bunch of bodies off the bridge, 50, 60 feet off the ground, and just left them there. Tyke trucking. I'll be back in England delivering Bolton Friday morning. Bolton, England. I watch a lot of motorcycle content from the UK just because I think it would be fun to ride on those skinny little roads where you're next to the shrubbery, next to the hedges. Makes for great motorcycle content because you see, just how close the hedges are while you're riding. Here in America, everything's so open and wide open and stuff. It's hard to get motion blur in my motor vlogs. Um, that video that I did, it was like the sunset motor vlog or something like that when I first got the BMW. I was using ND filters and I also slowed down the shutter speed to try to get more motion blur in the camera, but it didn't come out as good as what I wanted. I'm always experimenting, but I'd love to ride around England. I think it'd be fun. Brown Chicken, what do you call the channel followers? Wheelies? No. You know what I call the followers? I call them kids. Hey, kids. How you doing, kids? Hope you're doing good, kids. Because the worst advice I've ever gotten in my life, and it wasn't advice. It was said to me in anger and frustration. I was told to grow up. Growing up is a death sentence. Anyone ever tells you to grow up, you tell them to fuck right the hell off. And it doesn't matter if they're related to you, if they're your boss. Anyone ever tells you to grow up, you tell them to fuck off with both fists. Because growing up is a death sentence. Never grow up. So that's part of the reason why I call you kids. I don't want anyone growing up around me either. Be a kid. Let's go have fun. Let's go ride motorcycles. Let's go drink. SST saying Colombian necktie. Colombian necktie. Isn't that where they slit your throat and then pull your tongue backwards through your throat and stick it out the esophagus? I think that's a Colombian necktie. No, the cartel had just tied a rope around a bunch of dudes' necks and throwing them off the embank off the overpass. Texas. Oh, I have been filming on my my little head cam, and in the video yesterday that I filmed, I think it was yesterday. It could have been 75 years ago. I mentioned how Texas likes to route vehicles up through the sky in the overpasses. You'll be 100 foot off the ground driving your semi truck on an overpass. Dallas and their spaghetti bowls and all that, and even down here in Laredo. Just something about Texas likes putting highways way up in the friggin' sky for the interchanges. If you're scared of heights, it sucks, but I'm not that scared of heights. I think it's kind of fun. And in a few moments, Motobomb and Sick Bastard are starting the morning coffee show, so I'm going to end this here shortly. I've been doing this for an hour. I'm tired of hearing myself. Brown Chicken saying laugh out loud. What? Oh, yeah. Anyone tells you to grow up, you tell them to fuck right the hell off. Growing up is stupid. Tyke Truck in Scotland's very nice for motorcycle routes, very scenic. The closest thing I think we have to Britain and Scotland is the Pacific Northwest. I know you kids remember when Red Lady and I went to Astoria. We spent a week up there in May last year. I think it was last year, a couple of years ago. Fuck, I don't know. And it rained every single day we were there except for on Thursday when the cruise ship arrived. And then it was absolutely perfect weather. But now there's 2,000 people in town all wanting to go to the same museums we went to. We went to the Goonies Museum. We went to the Maritime Museum, had some good food, good seafood, good drinks. God damn, it was good times. That was the last time in the relationship that I really felt in love. Sad. I keep those videos up on my channel um, because they're some of my greatest work. And yeah, they went members only for a little bit, but I was told that there's a few people that want to see them, so I leave them up. Mike Ball's in the house saying growing up is a scam 100%, 110%. You don't have to grow up anymore. Look at how great the world is. Everyone's trying to convince you, oh, the world's coming to an end. There's trouble in the Middle East. Chevy Chase said that in the 70s on SNL. There will always be trouble in the Middle East. There will always be trouble and strife and bullshit in life. But you gotta look around and realize that this is the worst it can get, and it's at the same time the best it can get. So why complain? I'm talking to you on a friggin' supercomputer right now. I could broadcast from anywhere in the world as long as I got phone reception. I could take awesome pictures and awesome videos. I can do these vlogs. The Church of Wheels is a live vlog. I could I can do anything with these devices, and you can too. And we go around thinking we're miserable and life sucks, and oh, social media is taking over the world and AI is ruining everything. It's like, no, this is this is everything is good. I remember when America Online came out, and there was people that hated it. There's people that there's people that understood it. There's people that misunderstood it. And America Online's not around anymore, but that kicked off the technologies that we have today. It was good times. Listen, we're the only thing you need to battle in life is perception. Brown Chicken saying can't put a knife emoji in chat. Note to self. Okay, so I want to bring this up, and YouTube has gotten extremely crazy with their censorship. There's a lot of comments, even though I've taken down moderation on my comments. I shut it off. YouTube is censoring people like crazy, even good people like Adam Savage, the guy from Mythbusters. I watch his channel a lot. And he said that there's thousands of comments being held for review. And so, I will answer every comment on my channel no matter what. I don't care what it is. And then when I discover that comments are being hidden or misplaced, it pisses me off. So YouTube is going through something right now. I think with everything that's going on with the Charlie Kirk situation, the turning point situation, YouTube is battling free speech as much as and it'll say, "Oh, I guess the AI didn't know what it was doing." Wink, wink. So just be aware that if you leave a comment and it doesn't show up, it's not me censoring you at all. I would never censor you unless you're a dick. If you're an asshole, then you're not welcome on my channel. This is a place of peace and tranquility and personality defects. I don't need the bullshit around my channel, so that's the only time you will be blocked or prevented from commenting on my channel. Just don't be a dick. SST was able to drop knives. Good times. Chasing Ghost says, too many trains. Yeah, there's a lot of trains in Texas. They'll slow you down. Anyway, the morning coffee crew is going on right now. Let's go over there and check out what they're doing. And I will catch you kids later. I'm going to press a button that makes things go away. Have a good day. I'm going to look at myself and say, have a good day. Oh, I don't say have a good day. I always say have a day. It's your choice what your day is. With that, I press a button and it goes.